Now starting to take shape, Brent. We have a better idea of who the real championship contenders might be.
There seem to be a lot of familiar faces, Kevin.
I agree.
Always.
But that's okay. I like that.
Yeah, I do too, because in the beginning of the year, we have to do those radio shows and make predictions. Some of our predictions are coming true, yes. Thank goodness.
I know. We look smart, don't we?
I don't know about that.
You know, you look smart. I don't. You look smart. So the Timberwolves win the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Minnesota, Gibson plays the 4 with Towns in the middle. Teague is at the point with Wiggins at the 2. And it's Covington in at the 3, the small forward.
This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
Now here's Thompson. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. Durant, that's good.
Such a great threat in the post, especially on smaller defenders. He can just see the rim from anywhere.
Left side, Towns. And he banks in the layup.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Here is Durant after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Durant attacking.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
And Karl Anthony Towns, one of the most prolific three-point shooters in the league, at least top 3 amongst all 7-footers. And his three-point percentage, elite as well, over 40%.
The free throw drops for Towns. And Towns said he'd emulate Kevin Durant as a kid playing on the perimeter at Kentucky. Cal made him play inside, work in the post, and use his size.
So going back to his roots with his three-point shooting, the association experiencing a three-point renaissance, and he really does fit the mold.
Steph out there puppeteering the defense, skilled at finishing around or over inside.
Covington passes to Towns. Back to Covington. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Covington's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, if my counting is right, they've made 4 of their first 5. That's good.
Curry kicks it to Looney. Thompson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
Well, whether it's from the three-point line or the top of the key, it's repeatable from Klay Thompson. Beautiful jumper.
Teague finds Towns. Poked away. Stolen by Durant. Wiggins against Thompson. Pass to Iguodala. Back to Thompson. Pulls up. Curry can't get it to go.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
Now here's Teague. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland. 4 on the clock. Towns, the pass to Covington. The kick out to Teague. Hits the three-point bomb. Teague's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Durant, the pass to Curry. Offline with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Teague. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. There's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
Yeah, and last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game, but their edge on the glass, for me, still stands out.
Yeah, they rebounded better than the U.S. economy, and that turned it into a blowout victory. They were dominant on the glass.
Here's Towns. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's Minnesota now. And Gibson kicks to Wiggins. To the middle. It's stolen. Curry against Teague. That one falls.
Man, we see this so many times. The defense so concerned with Klay Thompson's shooting ability that he's able to burn them with moving the ball.
Teague with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Pass to Towns. From about 16, he can't get it to go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And I love the way they just came right out at them in that game, determined to attack the rim.
And it led to them getting a bunch of points at the free throw line. So that aggressiveness caused foul trouble for their opponent. It was a great aggressive attitude that they played with.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Iguodala against Gibson. Iguodala dishes to Durant. To the paint. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Durant.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Curry against Teague. He kicks to Towns. Got it for his fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
He's firing on all cylinders. Has to be happy with his 4 of 5 shooting from the field so far.
And the pass to Durant. Shoots over Covington. Shots good by Durant. Durant's got 6. Minnesota in the lead. Now here's Teague. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Wiggins kicks to Towns. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Iguodala finds Thompson. That evens the score. He's got 6.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And Teague's got the ball here for the Timberwolves. Down low, here's Towns. Bucket is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
This guy is just shredding the defense right now. He's hitting any shots he's putting up.
Passes it to Durant. Shoots from the elbow. Here's Looney. Banked in off the glass. Looney's got his first basket.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
Now, here's Covington. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Here's Towns, just 5 on the clock. High, arcing shot. Iguodala outside. A miss that time would have put him up for Minnesota. They've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Teague deciding where to go with it. To the inside. No good from Gibson.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it. Well, the success of the Warriors is truly built around their culture and their chemistry, and it really starts with Steph Curry. Even though a lot of people argue about Kevin Durant being their best player, their most important player has been Steph. Just a great, joyful approach to the game, and it rubs off on the entire organization.
Now here's Curry. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
Well, that's one of the game's greatest three-point shooters, so don't be shocked.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. You love a good mid-range game. We don't see it that much, but I know you have a couple guys you think have a pretty strong mid-range game.
You know, Chris Paul still has dominated the mid-range, Kevin. It was interesting because him joining the Houston Rockets, who it's all about threes and layups, Daryl Morey, I think, recognized we need somebody that can come off the pick and roll and make those kind of plays happen, not only at the rim for Capella, but shoot it himself. So Chris Paul still dominates in the mid-range. Kawhi Leonard has shown some skills at the mid-range, even though last year, obviously, just 9 games. He's still a dangerous weapon. It'll be interesting to see if that's still part of his arsenal for this season. And then C.J. McCollum has been one of the best mid-range scorers in the league for the Portland Trail Blazers over the past couple of seasons.
Both teams will make substitutions. A lot of time, games are decided at the line. So let's check out the NBA leaders in that category. Steph Curry fourth. And, of course, Kevin Durant.
Neither one of these guys is going to waste an opportunity from the foul line. They just don't give away points.
Saric passes to Rose. And here is Saric. His last outing, he had 8 points. Rose in the post, working on Urebko. Curry deciding where to go with it. Shots good by McKinney. And now a 5-point Warrior lead.
Steph out there singing a lullaby to the defense, gets them to sleep, and then sets up the teammate nicely.
Outside Rose, the call will go against Urebko. That's his first foul. Right side Rose. The dish now to Jones. Just 4 to shoot. And Zhang kicks to Rose.
Versatility is the thing in the NBA, and Bell is so dependable at guarding multiple positions.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's McKinney. 9-point game his last outing. Back to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Now here's Livingston. T right on him. And he overshot that one, missing.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. .152 left to play here in the first. The Timberwolves shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
The first one falls. And Zhang drops them both.
Such a big bonus to have a big guy that can step up to the free throw line and knock down shots. So many guys struggle from there.
Outside Curry. 1:32 left to play in the first. 6 to shoot. Livingston with it. Working on Rose. Livingston, that's good.
Tough to know what Livingston was going to do there. He is very good at exploiting the defense in the pick and roll.
And Sean Livingston, one of the most unique players in the league, Greg.
6'7" point guard who excels hitting turnaround jumpers in the post. A bouncy finisher around the rim, a versatile defender, and really a cagey playmaker. No one else like him in our league.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yarebko, the pass to Livingston. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
Yeah, got to feel good about the way you started this one, guys, as he is making almost everything out there and giving his team a good, solid boost.
Now here's Šarić. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Curry against Jones. Now here's Curry. Defense is right there. Livingston with it. Over Rose. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Warriors ahead, up by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help his playmaking as he's made the transition from a point guard at Davidson to a combo guard in the NBA.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill that helps you, one, takes your mind off the basketball, because when you're in a game, that should be the last thing you're thinking about. There's so many other variables out there that you have to kind of survey, where your defender is, where your teammates are, where you are in relation to the basket and your reaction. So those lights kind of train you in that regard. You have to, see what the color is, make a determination of what move that corresponds to, execute the move, and then finish the jumper.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
Yeah, so that disruption is helping out because it's leading to some easy chances on the other end.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. We've got Derrick Rose. Šarić is out there with Jang. Then it's Jones. Now here's Jang. It's stolen by Livingston. Takes it from 10. Minnesota with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And I think they could hold their heads high from that performance, despite the final score being what it was.
Now, that is a very difficult building to play in, and they really put up a good fight. If the roles were reversed and they were the home team in that one, I think the result might have been a bit different.
Now here's Rose. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Here is Cook. And Bell kicks to Yarebko. Here is Cook, defended by Jones. Cook looking it over. And Jones pulls it down.
I'd just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
It's blocked. They retain possession. Warriors leading by 6. Cook kicks to Livingston. Yarebko in the post. Covered by Saric. Golden State moving it around. Yarebko the pass to Cook. Now Livingston defended by Jones. Here's Bell, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Yeah, you got to put a body on Bell. You just have to, or you risk these kind of plays.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Rose gets a wide open look. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Now Livingston, he's got 7. And Jerebko has it in the corner. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Outside Rose. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Warriors leading by 8. Inside, Bell dishes to Cook. It's tipped. Kicks to Yarebko. Pass to Livingston. Goes up on the wing. Good. And now a 10-point Warrior lead. Timberwolves have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Minnesota calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So both teams making some changes here. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the backcourt players tonight for the Warriors.
And most of the damage being done by the backcourt. They've leaned on their guards big time, and the plan has worked to perfection. The small ball approach has been the way to go.
Now here's Rose. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside, Towns. Shot to stop the run. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Gibson comes in for Saric, and it's Teague for Rose. Over the last decade or so, a huge transformation, Brent, in the way games are played. Do you see any additional changes on the horizon?
I wonder if the league will think about, and I think it'd be interesting, if they had a three-point line that just disintegrated into the sideline. We have the split, and we have the archway, right? We go down the sidelines. It'd be really interesting if the league, maybe in Summer League, experimented with the three-point line being equidistant the whole way around.
And going right out of bounds.
Yeah, so right out of bounds, it eliminates the corner three. It would impact the way you would defend the corner shot, because now it doesn't have a value of 3. 1 point more for a shorter shot seems to be a little unfair as it is, and we know it's the most valuable shot in basketball.
There's no doubt.
But I wonder how that would look, and maybe Adam Silver and the committee will look at a summer league where the three-point line just disappears in the sideline, eliminating the corner three.
Here's T after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Three-pointer on the way.
And teams have nights like this when the shots that usually drop just won't go down. That's when you have to rely on your defense, and that's the only way to stay in the game.
Here's Towns, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Towns has got 16 points.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
Now, here's Thompson. 8 points for him. Shoots over Covington. Again, Golden State.
I like how Klay shook loose on that one, skilled at getting some room for himself to get up that shot.
Here's T. Pass to Towns. And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
Towns is doubled. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Warriors now. Warriors leading by 9. Outside Durant. Iguodala against Gibson. On the wing, Iguodala. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with him.
Now here's Wiggins after the miss from Andre Iguodala.
Andrew Wiggins, the #1 overall pick back in 14. Great bloodlines, the son of pro athletes. The game just seems to come easy to him.
You know, Greg, the game comes so easy to Wiggins, but some say he needs to be more assertive, more aggressive. Do you see that?
I mean, high expectations for a player that was taken first overall. The length and athleticism should enable him to impact the game in so many ways, but, you know, his motor doesn't always rev high enough to take advantage.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Wiggins.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Iguodala outside. Looney kicks to Thompson. Golden State moving the ball around, and the shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 9.
How about Klay Thompson? He's just so consistent on a nightly basis on both ends of the floor, and he's learned how to share the ball.
And Towns gets it to go.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No doubt without these contributions, they'd be in a much deeper hole in this one, no question.
Back to Cook. Wiggins against Thompson. Over Wiggins. Wiggins with the block. Now here's Teague. Down low. And Gibson kicks to Towns. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Cook, the pass to Durant. Knocks it loose. And here's Wiggins. 20 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with him.
Curry's checked in for Quinn Cook. Warriors leading by 5. Curry with it. 20 points for him last game against Milwaukee. Outside Durant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Teague against Curry. And there's the pass to Towns. Shot on the wing. And no good that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside Teague. Five to shoot. And Looney sends it back.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Back to Durant, and Curry has it in the corner. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Teague against Curry. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got 10 points in the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, Steph Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter in the history of the game. He's been so successful playing point guard in the NBA at times. I think we forget that he transitioned from playing shooting guard in his younger days.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Golden State, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And of course, the Timberwolves, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And I think for Minnesota, they've basically lived up to the expectations so far this season. And that's not really good news for their fan base, because those expectations only had them on the brink of the playoffs.
Unfortunately, those expectations were right on the money. They just weren't ready to join that elite group of teams at the top of this league. And they're still in the playoff picture, and we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
Now, Wiggins, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. And there's the call on Curry. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Timberwolves been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6. That free throw, no good. Jerebko's checked in for Golden State. He hits the second from the line. Now Curry. 10 points for him. He kicks it to Thompson. Jacks up a three. Rebound, Minnesota.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. And they dodged a bullet there.
And good that time. And that's now 7 points for Teague.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Curry against Teague. Outside Curry. Lock at 6. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Teague finds Gibson. Here's Towns. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Passes to Durant. 1:16 left to play here in the half. No good on the shot. Covington against Durant. To the middle. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Teague dishes to Wiggins. And too long on the shot. Warriors leading by 7. Right side Durant. To the paint. Looney passes to Curry. And the rejection by Towns. Thompson surveying the floor. Over Wiggins. Thompson misses.
And his touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's T. 7 points in the game. Wiggins outside. The shot. And the jumper is on the mark. Wiggins has got 5 points now this quarter. Curry fires from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. And the Warriors lead by 8.
And just how quick is that release right there? Curry making his shot blocked once in a while. That's like a Haley's Comet. It's a rarity.
And so we wrap up the first half. Warriors lead by 8. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, they shot the lights out in the first half. What has to change?
Get back. Focus on getting back, guarding your man, and not taking these real.
It starts with a man-on-man challenge. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Some great work from them with the 3 ball. They came in with the idea that they can attack this D from long range. They were rotating the ball on the perimeter and letting it fly. And they got a good look. It's a strategy that paid off with a barrage of threes. That's my barrage sound, Ernie.
Kenny, let's get your insight on the Timberwolves.
They ran into a buzzsaw, and it was on full blast. And once they fell behind, the crowd got into it, and it seemed that they lost a lot of confidence. They started pressing, forcing things, and it made it worse. So in the second half, relax, man. Just remember, there's 2 more quarters. It's a fresh start.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
Warriors leading by 8. The tremendous pair of Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Looney out there with Iguodala. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Curry against Teague. And Gibson kicks to Covington. To the inside, Towns. And the shot goes in. Towns has got the first bucket of the third here for the Timberwolves.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And Curry has it in the corner. Six to shoot. From deep, Iguodala. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Wiggins surveying the floor. To the middle, pick off in midair. Durant against Covington. Looney with the bucket. Looney's got 6. Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside Teague. Kicks to Towns. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. 26 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Thompson passes to Looney. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Looney kicks to Curry. Shot clock at 6. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Covington. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Iguodala outside. He dishes it to Durant. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now let's step back and have a look at the top passing teams in the NBA this season. The Warriors, number 1.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
And here's Gibson. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Pass to Wiggins. Banked in off the glass. Wiggins has got 7.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Iguodala outside. Thompson high post. Outside Curry. Outside Durant. Knocked loose. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Towns.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
And Steph Curry with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Jordan Bell's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Thompson. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Sharge is checked in. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Covington with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates, and he doesn't force shots.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Teague finds Towns. Back to Teague. On the clock, the Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Warriors making a change here. McKinney's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Jones checked in for Teague. Warriors leading by 5. Curry on the wing. Pass to Bell. Curry is inside. Working on Jones. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Bell. And Greg with Covington, he makes a point with his game to take what the defense gives him.
And sometimes that means Covington will go nights where he shoots very little. He's okay with that. He's focused on efficiency and making the best decision for the team. Only cares about wins and a true team player.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. Livingston passes to McKinney. Golden State moving the ball around. It's Curry outside.
And they may want to work on getting more high percentage shots. They have the lead, but the three-point shots haven't been falling for them like they were in the first half.
And there's the call on Curry. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Quinn Cook's checked in for Steph Curry. Outside, Jones. Six on the shot clock. A baseline J, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. And that's now 30 points for Karl Anthony Towns. And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Towns. He's been dominant over the last month, averaging about 23 points per, 14 rebounds, and 2 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
Here's McKinney. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yarebko's checked in for Golden State. Derrick Rose is checked in for Minnesota. Livingston looking for the opening. Shot clock at 6. And it's blocked. Now here's Covington. The pass to Rose. Bell with the block.
Timing by the athletic big man. Bell outstanding at getting up quickly for the rejection.
And it's Livingston with the ball for Golden State. They've led by as many as 11 points. Passes it to McKinney. Shoots over Covington. McKinney, no good.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
Now here's Covington. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Livingston with it. He's covered by Rose. Fade away. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got 11.
Great form on the Livingston jump shot there. He knows he's got the green light in the mid-range.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Cook kicks to Jerebko. Poked away. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And all right, a chance to check out stats for Covington. Over the last month, getting it done. First in steals. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And as you said, #1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you. Now here's Covington. 6 points for him. Chalk up 2 there.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Livingston kicks to McKinney. Some solid defense from Šarić.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And Towns gets it to go.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Pass to Bell. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And the rejection by Towns. Šarić has the open look. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And now a 3-point Minnesota lead. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Livingston kicks to McKinney. Will it go? Minnesota with the rebound. Šarić has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint. It's stolen by Livingston. Takes the 13-footer, and the basket is good. Livingston's got 4 points now in the quarter. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Minnesota calls timeout. And the Warriors with some changes. Kevon Looney comes in for Jordan Bell. And it's Klay Thompson in for Cook. And the Timberwolves making a change here. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. And let's go to our leaderboard. Instant offense is the specialty of these guys. The highest scoring shooting guards of the past month. Klay Thompson is second.
And this is the cream of the crop at the two-guard spot. I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
Well, these are the assassins of the NBA right there. The players who can turn a game on its head when they start to feel it. They are almost always the primary focus of the opposing defense.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Minnesota in the lead. And here's Rose. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Covington in the corner. No good on that one. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Thompson outside. He kicks to Livingston. Clock at 6. Thompson against Covington. But they recover it. Back to Livingston. Out to the right wing. McKinney. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. McKinney's got 5 points so far.
Great vision from Sean Livingston, scanning the floor and finding the man.
Floats one up, and Looney sends it back. Thompson left side. Connects on the 9-footer. He's got 12.
Look at his eyes there, Kevin. On the basket at all times. He's used to fighting over aggressive defenders.
Okogie, he's covered by Livingston. And they get it. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Zhang.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Livingston passes to Jerebko. Now here's Livingston. He's covered by Rose. Livingston dishes to Jerebko. Now here's Livingston. Defense is right there. Some solid defense from Rose.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make them pay for it.
Now here's Rose. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. They grab their own miss, and Zhang gets it to go. Zhang's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Now here's Livingston. He's covered by Rose. Livingston with it. Kicks it to Thompson. Fader on the way. Count it. Thompson's got 14 points for the game.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Warriors ahead, up by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Zhang is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Teague. Then there's Derrick Rose. Now here's Rose. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Pass to Gibson. Outside Rose. Back to Gibson. Zhang finds Gibson. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Working on the inside, Taj Gibson goes to it. Tremendous at imposing his will down there.
Thompson outside. Now the pass to Durant. Shoots from the right block, and that one comes up a bit short. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Rose. Rebounded by Jerebko. Jerebko's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
It's stolen by Rose. From deep, the Warriors pull it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Passes to Looney. He kicks it to Jerebko. Golden State moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. And the Warriors miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Okogie, he's covered by Thompson. And Zhang gets it to go.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
On its way from Curry for 2. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Down low, Gibson. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And unfortunately, injuries will always be the concern with Derrick Rose. Still loves the game of basketball, knows he is limited compared to what he once was. Amazing with all he's fought through, he can still perform at such a high level.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. And then for Minnesota, Towns comes in for Zhang. And Wiggins is subbed in for Derrick Rose. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
And Towns the bucket on the assist by Teague. Teague's got 5 assists in the game. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Pass to Thompson. Over Wiggins, and Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Teague kicks to Towns. Poked loose, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Just 5 to shoot. Wiggins from outside. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 6 assists in the game. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Now here's Curry. Thompson from long range. No good that time.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Kicks to T. Outside, Towns. Makes it off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Minnesota lead.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Looney passes to Durant. Lets it go from 14. Again, Golden State.
It's just lethal. Once Kevin Durant gets into that spot, he can rise up, and it's pretty much going to go in.
Teague finds Gibson. Here's Towns. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Feeds to Durant. And Gibson sends it back.
Taj Gibson doing a good job of just getting the hands up, and then the instincts come into play with the block.
Thompson with the bucket.
Yeah, competing hard down the stretch. He wants the ball. That time, he delivers.
He's a dangerous scorer in general, but there he zeroes in on what matters most.
Towns kicks to T. The kick out to Towns. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Covington's checked in. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. On its way from Curry for 2, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Well, not only is he not missing, I think he's really enjoying himself out there. When he goes on a tear like this, he gets that big smile on his face, the mouthpiece at the side of his mouth, and his teammates feeding off the energy.
Now here's Wiggins to the inside. Yes, and the foul. They get Andre Iguodala.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Towns.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
Here's Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists now in this one. Timberwolves trail. Teague with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Teague kicks to Towns. Over Thompson. Towns with the bucket. Towns has got 41. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Here's Looney. Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
How about these big shots for him in the 4th? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
And those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
The kick out to T. Outside, Towns shoots a three. That's good from Teague on the assist by Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Well, if you let a player like Jeff Teague get set from behind the arc, he's going to make you pay.
Iguodala dishes to Durant. On the wing, Thompson. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Curry with the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Curry's got 12 points in just the second half. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Covington passes to Gibson. Outside Teague. 5 on the clock. Pulls up, high post, and Looney sends it back. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Now Curry. Outside Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Towns with the defensive effort.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And there's the call on Curry.
Timeout.
That will be foul number 5 on him. And the Timberwolves call time here. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Steph Curry.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Wiggins outside. Teague with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Inside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wiggins. And Looney sends it back. Right side Curry. There's the three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. And that's 13 points for Andrew Wiggins. Thompson finds Curry from deep three-point range. No good there. And Minnesota will come the other way. Wiggins outside. Pass to Teague. He tries for three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Durant's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The pass to Iguodala. And it's Curry at the elbow. It's Durant on the wing. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Durant's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Love the way Durant just goes after the jugular there. He's used to nailing those game changers.
Here's Towns. The kick out to T. Pass to Wiggins. Up top, Covington. He's covered by Iguodala. Sinks it.
Well, that is NBA level right there.
No doubt. Professional move all the way. Puts the team on his back when it matters most.
Now here's Curry. Knocks down the trifecta.
Man, I'll tell you what. The pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Curry against T. He kicks to Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Gentlemen, truth shot. Truth shot.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
Seems like the more that's at stake, the more he rises to the challenge.
Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 1. 41 seconds left in the game. Teague against Curry. A three-pointer, no good. Higgins outside to the paint, and Gibson kicks to Teague. Inside, Iguodala with the steal. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're down by 1. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Challenge is to get that good look, preferably the guy with the hottest hand.
It's Curry outside. Minnesota with the rebound, and Steph Curry with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 seconds.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
And Teague can be a knockdown shooter, especially from the free throw line.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Now here's Livingston. Teague covering. Livingston kicks to Durant.
Yeah, life's not fair, right, Kevin? I mean, that is unfair. You do everything you can to contest Durant's shot, and it turns up to be an up fake instead.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Kind of tough to be a big wing in the LeBron James era. You're constantly compared to what it is he does, but Durant has risen to that challenge and uniquely qualified to be an elite player.
Both shots good from the stripe.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
And the Timberwolves call time here. The score is tied at 97. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. It loose, and regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And it's the Warriors to start out. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Gibson plays the 4 with Towns in the middle. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Rose. And it's Covington in at the 3 spot. Thompson. A shot off that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Outside Rose. Launches a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Rose has got the first basket here in overtime for the Timberwolves.
And Rose has shown himself capable of knocking down that 3 when he's got some daylight.
Back to Livingston. Fade away. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Durant.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Now here's Rose. Pass to Towns. Back to Rose. Iguodala with the steal. Outside Durant. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And it's now 23 points for Kevin Durant. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Minnesota. Towns, the pass to Covington. Back to Towns. Kicks it to Covington. Wiggins outside. Trying to get open is Gibson. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Overtime in full swing here. 2 minutes off the clock. Iguodala against Wiggins. Wiggins with the block. Outside Rose. Pass to Towns. They get a hand on it. Rose finds Towns, and they pick up 2. Towns has got 45 points.
He's hit the proverbial switch, effortlessly finding different ways to score.
Takes the 13-footer. Iguodala, that's good.
Man, it doesn't matter what time of game it is. Andre Iguodala ready to step up.
Timberwolves have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop so far in overtime. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Not sure, maybe the pressure of the moment got to him there. A really careless error that might ultimately cost the team.
Your Rebco's checked in for Sean Livingston. The Warriors trailing. And Thompson kicks to Rebco. The pass to Looney. And here's Iguodala outside. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here's Covington from the arc. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Minnesota's gone 2 for 3 from beyond the arc to begin overtime. And it's Wiggins missing. Golden State's got neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall here in overtime.
A fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
Rose looking around. Ripped away. Here's Thompson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Thompson's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Rose passes to Towns. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got 47 points. And here are the Warriors now. It's Durant on the wing. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And in a tight game like this, a technical can be a killer. And he made sure he took advantage of the opportunity there at the line.
And the Warriors making a change here. McKinney's checked in. Timeout called the Warriors. They're behind by 1. 51 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Thompson dishes to Durant. To the middle. Here's McKinney. Count it, and the foul. That one on Rose.
Well, I think KD getting more and more used to this off-ball movement of the Golden State Warrior offense and finds his teammates for cuts.
Terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. There's 42 seconds left in overtime. Here is Rose. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And a guy who's averaged as many as 7 free throws a game in his career, Rose knows how to get to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that narrows the gap to 1. And the Warriors with possession here. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Durant. Unable to get that one. And Minnesota now the other way. Higgins outside. Over in the corner, Rose. Passes it to Towns. Six on the shot clock. Got it!
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 1. 9 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Guys, what's your take?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Challenge is to get that good look, preferably the guy with the hottest hand.
To the inside, stolen by Rose. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Shooting 2.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
So easy to respect Taj Gibson and the way he goes about his business. A strong leader on and off the floor.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
It feels great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.